What's up, Internet? We are here once again in 401 Real Game by CoolBoy, continuing Nice Code Mageddon, as much as I wish we weren't, as we continue to play really bad pirate games that are mostly just recolors of other pirate games that are also probably on here. We're continuing with Dune War, with no music, and a really awkwardly drawn image. Okay, so basically controlling this is impossible. There's a delay and you don't... What? Okay, well, you shoot with that, but the direction you aim doesn't seem to actually face your guy in that direction or even aim in that direction. And you walk in a straight line based on where you're facing with the A button. Oh, this is special, and I think we're actually picking up speed too. I don't think there's a cap on this. We're actually moving faster and faster. There's no cap to the movement speed in this game, I don't think. That's interesting. Huh. I mean, you can stop on a dime, but and the screen only scrolls so fast, but I genuinely think we're actually still picking up speed if we just hold this button down forever. That's... maybe not. Either way, it's not really functional in any way, shape, or form. As we continue on, we'll get to play the next game in our crusade of all these awful games on a cartridge of otherwise decent but mediocre games with Fire Defender. First Defender, rather. I misread that. I'll make fun of this thing for misspelling stuff, but that was on me. Gee, I've never seen this game before. That thing's not supposed to show up till your 21st shot. I know that because I know how Space Invaders works. What? Okay, so shooting straight up doesn't actually work. Hooray. They're not even changing it. It's literally the same game. I mean, I've seen games that are literally the exact same thing every time and they reset basically after a minute or so, but, you know, I feel bad almost saying that I kind of expected more from this. Oh good, it spawned me in dead twice. And now it's more of the same. Also score at the bottom, rotating from side to side, because we know how to properly, program. Except they don't. That's the big secret to all this. They just don't know how to properly program. But I digress. Onwards to the next game. Whether I want to play it or not. We have 5 days. I don't think it's that popular horror thing that came out a few years ago. Instead, I think it's, this. I can't move, I'm literally just stuck here. I can't even rapidly fire. I can't go any more sideways. Oh, now I can for some reason. Oh, the controls are so stiff. Like, you have to, like, wait till your shot's done before you can actually, continue to shoot. Oh, and the terrible music. Yep, this is a nice code game. Now, you think these games are really inept. I'm not sure I would say Nice Code's the worst. I mean, I've played a couple of games by this company called Yong Yong on Game Boy Color, and they are some of the most inept games I've ever heard and seen. And they pick, like, the worst color schemes ever that it's basically impossible to see. These ones, at least, you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at, even if it's not interesting at all. But onwards we continue on this crusade of justice and terrible, terrible, terrible pirate games. I miss the good ones. Next is Frantic Mouse. No music. And the back of a mouse. I've seen this game a few times. I don't know if necessarily on this multi-cart, but I've seen it a few times. You jump straight up, and you kind of have to just hope you line up with the... Yeah. So, we move at the same speed. It's almost impossible if we're lined up like this to actually go anywhere. Because we have to wait for the... Hooray, it's that same animated screen again. There we go. That's solid scrolling right there is what that is. Whoops. This is like a less sensible or intelligently designed doodle jump. Oh good, now we're moving sideways again. At least we're not properly lined up with the thing, so we can... Oh, except we'll pass through the exact same floor again. Awesome. We died. That's unfortunate, except I don't care. Onwards to the next game that I praise marginally better, but I'm sure isn't. Going through all these games, I'm jealous. I could be playing these instead of what I'm currently playing. Alright, so next is Fruit Dish. Stage 1. Looking for 10 lemons, I guess? I think these fruits are taken from that Sanrio puzzle game we saw a long time ago. At least I'm sure those strawberries are. So what happens once we finish our little quota of lemons? Do we get some lemonade? Can we burn Nice Code down with the lemons? I think we just end up having to do it again with a different fruit. That just seems like a classic Nice Code move. And finally, the coup de grace. Hooray! Oh god, 20 lemons. Nope. I'm bailing. I don't care if we only did this for like 4 minutes. That was, well, more than enough. These are not worth the 5 minutes each rule that I have established with this, because these aren't even really games. Anyway, out of these past 5, would I recommend the cart? Not really, no. Dune Wars completely unplayable. First Offender is not enjoyable. Neither is 5 Days. Frantic Mouse is probably the best of the lot, and it's bad. And Fruit Dish is literally just pressing one button to match things. Anyway, join me next time where we're going to take a look at Galagant? Galagant? Galaga Ant? I don't know. But if you enjoyed this, I'm wholly shocked if you have, because I certainly didn't, but we're working our way through it. Subscribe to the show to see more, and maybe support the show through the PayPal or Patreon so that I can get better multi-carts than this one, because let's just be honest at this point. Oh, the last quarter of this cart is just awful. But, you get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about all the better games on this cartridge, and there are significantly better ones. By the end of this, I would say this card is still probably decent, but this last chunk is really rough. Anyway, I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.